What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Fanagos239, and yes, I am doing another meme review, and or not a meme, anime review. Oh my gosh, I can't think properly right now. And surprisingly, I thought there was gonna be one more episode before it was gonna close down for good to be like a one standalone season episode, or season anime, and that is good old Dr. Stone. And for those of you who don't know about Dr. Stone, it is I feel like a good, unique little anime of its own. It's basically cells at work. If you guys not know about cells at work, it's basically the inside of your bodies as anime characters and their basic jobs and functions as they functions in our body. They have their stuff to do every single day, like red blood cells taking oxygen, or white blood cells killing viruses and all that. Dr. Stone follows that type of line. So it's basically Dr. Stone is like science, but they made it really well and really entertaining. I am not gonna lie, like my friends got me to watch this with Fire Force and My Hero. I think I watched Fire Force alone, and then My Hero was recommended by my friends. But yeah, it was really not that bad of an anime, and I wanted to see what was gonna happen forward. But nothing. Not nothing. Everything got pretty excited. It got me hyped up to the point like about the whole war thing that was gonna happen. But you know, it was gonna be like 24 episodes. I just now Googled it today because I was thinking like, wait, where's like the last episode? Because I thought it was gonna be a 25 episode anime, but I'm clearly wrong. It is a 24 episode anime. So without further ado, it is on Verb right now. Currently, it is 24 episodes. If you look, it says 25. The first one will say behind the scenes. That does not count. So in total, there is 24 episodes with a runtime down of 24 minutes each, and the about is several thousand years as their mysterious Flenemelia. Oh my gosh, I definitely pronounced that wrong. That turns all of humanity to stone. The extraordinary intelligent, science-driven boy Suku awakens, facing a world of stone and the total collapse of civilization. Senku makes up his mind to use science to rebuild the world, starting with his super strong childhood friend Taicho Oki, who awaken at the same time. They will begin to rebuild civilization from nothing. Despite 2 million years of scientific history from the Stone Age to present, the unprecedented crafting adventure story is about to begin. So I didn't so much read that about there. I just saw, or not saw. It was just like basically heard for what my friends have been telling me. It's just basically science in a fun way. And I'm like, okay, if they made anime out of science, it's got to be good. And it exceeded my expectations because I basically compared this to Cells at Work. That it was really entertaining for me to watch, and I did learn something a little bit from that anime. And you know, Dr. Stone did the basic same thing there. So there's a lot to talk about but I'm not gonna discuss the whole thing because Senku, he is basically the smartest dude out of everybody. So there's gonna be every single episode. I'm pretty sure every single episode he discussed how he makes things, how the components of what he crafts or whatever revolves with science, like what elements of what he needs. It's just basically how everything was discovered before that we now know in our generation right now. So, you know, like I said, there's like elements, stones, all that good stuff. And they made a cell phone, you know, that's really cool. And you get to see it later on in the episode. But there is a war driven along because he made this resurrection juice to break the components of people who are turned to stone back, you know, like out of it, like they're just no more stone. So yeah, he got his friend, and then he got this one guy who helps him, who protects him from danger and everything else. So you know, that's good. That's good stuff. But he basically turned evil after he realizes that when Senku can, you know, revive people from this stuff, from this magic juice, I'll just say, or science juice or whatever, I'll say that he just basically doesn't want him to revive the adults, but just only the young kids and everything, to live a world without any, like, corrupted adults, like, messing things up and everything. So that makes him an interesting antagonist against Senku, who's really not much of a, you know, a bronze person, because he has his friend that's really strong, and he's, you know, he's basically the brains of everything. And then he meets up with a village, and it goes a little bit back before this weird, strange event that turned everybody into stone. It was just this weird green light, and it turns everybody to stone. The weird thing is, they have their conscience. They're alive on the inside of the stone, but it's just like them getting like the stone breaking apart. It happens like 2 million years later, and there's a little bit of flashbacks of him and his dad, and Senku's childhood as well, of like why he got interested in science, what he wants to do with all this knowledge about science, what was his father like, all that stuff. It was really wholesome. It was really touching to understand the antagonist. I'm pretty sure everybody's the antagonist, but I feel like Senku's, or the protagonist, I feel like Senku's more importantly the main antagonist, because it revolves around him and his genius level intellects of how he is saving, or that he's recreating the modern civilization, and he's teaching people one by one about all this stuff of not magic, I keep saying that, about science and everything, and it's really cool. And like I said earlier, the way that when he creates things like a flashlight, a phone, and all that stuff, it's really entertaining to watch of what they needed before, how he breaks down the components of him and his science team. By the way, they separated apart, and they're at war with each other, with the guy who protects Senku and his friend are now in their separate ways, because, you know, the antagonist guy doesn't want Senku to revive adults, but Senku wants to revive the whole civilization and, you know, continue forward. And yeah, basically it's really good. Like I can't stress this enough. Like, it's a really good anime to watch, and, you know, you get to see a lot of Senku's big brain of like what he's thinking of how, well, not how, like what he does and all that good stuff. It's really entertaining to watch. I cannot stress this enough, is you'll learn something from this anime. Like, you don't expect to learn like educational stuff, but it's just like watching Dr. Stone. Like, I found out like one of it's a glowing certain stone that makes the cell phone, like that's one part of the cell phone. So it's just, you know, you learn something that's unexpected, and there's a bunch of memes going around, like a teacher or a scientist who has like a PhD, and a guy who just watched like what Dr. Stone, like they just battle each other. It's just a funny little meme there, but yeah. But anyways, I would rate this a 9.5 out of 10, mainly because I feel like, in my opinion, they could have just used 1 to 2 more episodes and just to finish, but they're actually gonna make another season, so I'm glad they did it. But it's just like right now they left us with a cliffhanger, and I really hate cliffhangers. I'm pretty sure everybody hates cliffhangers as well, but it's just like, they're just getting up to the point of what's finally gonna happen, and now it's just like, oh yeah, there's no more until another season comes. So it's just like, for me, it's a WTF moment, like, what? But yeah, I recommend watching it now since they just finished the first season. I can't wait for the second season to pick up what they left off and see how they're gonna, you know, how Senku's gonna, you know, rebuild the whole civilization. Can't wait to see that. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched Dr. Stone, please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, whether you love it, you hate it, excuse me, what's your favorite episode, your moment, part, scene of anything, of anything. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is. My name is Senegos239, and I'll see you all, ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. Adios.